Confession time. This video is a re-upload because I screwed up the last attempt. It seems I missed out some vital bits of the editing, meaning it was pretty awful. So if you've already watched part 2 of my MG5 roof rail series, there's nothing new here for you, I'm afraid. Feel free to watch it again if you like though. Thanks to the person that pointed out in the comments that the editing was off. If I'm perfectly honest, at first I thought you were trolling. I've had a barrage of pretty shitty comments recently, so I wasn't taking you particularly seriously. But then I had a look and saw that actually, yeah, it was pretty bad. If you haven't already and you're enjoying my videos bringing you EV news, rants and my experiences with my MG5 EV, please do click the subscribe button. It really helps a lot and it'll help me keep bringing you videos in the future. If you're here for the first time and you missed the original MG5 roof rail video, you might want to get caught up with that so that this one makes a bit of sense. But to summarise, if you buy an MG5 EV today and opt for the higher spec exclusive model, MG have said the roof rails are not currently suitable for carrying a load. That is, despite several marketing photos showing bikes and roof racks on the roof, you can't actually do that at the moment. They're working on it apparently, re-evaluating their load carrying capability, and there's every sign that they're going to raise the rating to 35 kilograms. But for now, the roof rails are for decoration only. Decorative roof rails on an estate car that look identical to ones that you'd use to carry things. I found the concept quite laughable at first, fitting something that looks like it has a practical purpose, that you could mistake for having a practical purpose, and then telling you you mustn't use it and it's only decorative. I mean, come on, are there designers having a laugh? It surely takes more effort to make a decorative roof rack than a functional one, you would have thought. The amazing thing is though, it turns out they're not alone. Decorative roof rails are not only to be found on the MG5. Where might you find them, I hear you ask? Some other dodgy Chinese manufacturer, even lower down the pecking order and more disorganised than this one? Or on the VW Passat that the MG5 is so obviously based on, according to you keyboard warriors of the moment? No, actually. The manufacturer that also brings you decorative roof rails in the style of the MG5 is Vauxhall, believe it or not. And I was really surprised when I saw this, but that's right. The current model Astra Sports Tourer, or Estate if you're a normal person. I don't know why they insist on giving Estate stupid names these days. It comes with rails on the roof, a bit like the MG5, and you'd be forgiven for thinking that is something you could use as part of a roof rack. Stick a couple of bars between them, mount some stuff on the roof, you're good to go, right? Stick some bikes up there, happy days. Think again though, much like the MG5, hidden away in the owner's manual, although in a slightly more sensible place, we do have this warning. Roof railings are a styling element only and they're not designed to carry any load. Installation of roof racks or other accessories not permitted. Use the designated mounting points in the door frames exclusively. Sounds familiar. So it turns out there's a system for putting a roof rack on an Astra. Bars that fasten to the door frames and then go over the roof. The rails on the estate are purely for decoration. Not sure why, not sure what the point is, but that's designers for you. But there you have it. The MG5 isn't the only estate car to have decorative roof rails. I can't quite believe it myself. What do you think? I suppose the big difference here is rather than saying they're useless and you should forget about putting anything on the roof, Vauxhall have actually designed the system for doing so that makes up for it, so you can actually use the roof if you want to. I've seen a few people questioning whether they could do that with their MG5, especially the lower spec Excite model, which doesn't have roof rails at all. Universal roof racks, which mount to the roof in a similar way to Vauxhall's, have been around for quite a while now for most cars. Would one of those be suitable for the MG5? Would that give you a safer load platform than trying to use the roof rails even once MG sign them off as fit for use if they do? I don't think anybody's in any doubt as to whether the roof itself can carry a load. Not even the angry xenophobes from the comment section who bang on endlessly about brand heritage and how it's not the great British MG anymore because it's made in China and it's cheap shit and you shouldn't buy one. Even those people I don't think are questioning whether the roof itself is structurally sound. So why not circumvent the roof rails altogether? Get some kind of roof rack that doesn't need them at all. Maybe that's where we get MG out of this mess. Design something along the same lines as what Vauxhall have. A set of roof bars that clamp onto the door frames, that clear the rails that are already there, and I imagine that would carry more load than what they've already got, or what they might or might not be able to hold anyway. What is clear though, I think, is that Vauxhall have designed the Astra from the ground up to be like this. They didn't stick some decorative roof rails, whatever the point in theirs are, on with the intention for them to be load bearing and then change their mind. They've designed a roof rack system that takes into account that the Astra Sports Tourer has these things on the roof that you can't use. MG obviously don't seem to have done that. They've intended for it to be load bearing, and they've produced the marketing photos and they've told people it would take 50 kilograms, and then they've backpedaled and they've changed their mind. I think that's the clear difference here between the Astra Sports Tourer and the MG5. So the jury's still out on the MG5. MG are yet to make any further communication to their dealers or customers as far as I know. I'm led to believe that DVSA, based on a complaint they had, have set a timeline for them to at least address the matter formally. So hopefully those of you out there that are anxious for a resolution will see something soon, so that you can either take delivery of the car you've ordered if you've got it on hold, or you can finally decide to cancel your order, or at least if you've already got one, you'll know for sure whether or not it is actually safe to strap things to the roof. I think that's all a lot of people are waiting for, is a final confirmation of what they can and can't do with the cars that they've taken delivery of. And I'd be really interested to hear from you in the comments what you think of the Astra Sports Tourer and its decorative roof rails. Do you think does that make you feel a bit better about where MG are with the MG5? Or do you think that car designers need to get a grip and stop making things decorative that are designed to be structural? I mean, it all just seems a bit farcical to me. Until I started looking at the MG5, I had no idea that it would ever even be conceivable to put something on the roof of a car that looks structural, that could be mistaken for something that has a practical purpose, and then it not actually. So the Astra Sports Tourer shocks me even more, I think, because they've clearly done that from the ground up, and what's the point? I don't get it. I really don't understand. It's a strange one, isn't it? What a mess. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you know of any other cars that join the MG5 and now the Astra Sports Tourer in having decorative roof rails. I'd be really interested to know. I'll see you next time.